Hello, my name is Mohammad Fitri bin Kamal. My matrix number is 2022643516.
My name is Noor Aiman bin Kushairi and my matric number is 2022861172.
Hello, my name is Puteri Ariana Binti Rody. My matrix number is 2022837244.
Hello, my name is Sleynae Anak, Lengir, and my matric number is 20228471X6.
Chapter 6 NOET. Question 1. Mr. Cliff just got married to a girl he desired in December 2019. He graduated from Loughborough University, United Kingdom, and returned to Malaysia to manage his family business. He also inherited 650,000 ringgit from his father. He and his wife are looking to purchase a bungalow in the Filio Damansara area worth 1,002,000 ringgit. Since they do not own that much fund, they have decided to take a bank loan whereby they will be required to pay a 20% down payment. To pay the down payment, he will use the money inherited by his father, and the balance would be taken care of by the loan. The bank charged an interest rate of 5.4% compounded monthly, and the installment need to be paid monthly for 25 years. When COVID-19 hit the world in March 2020, Mr. Cliff and his wife had problem paying the installment from June to September 2021. They have requested the defer payment from the bank for this installment, and it has been approved. At the same time, they also have the confidence that one day they shall repay the balance of their loan 5 months earlier than the expected time. Mr. Cliff also has decided to use the inherited money to pay the arrears and outstanding balance of the loan. A. From the above situation, you are required to identify and specify the value for annual nominal rate. For annual nominal rate, also known as K, is equal to 0.054. For frequency of conversion, also known as M, is equal to 12. For interest rate for each interest period, we use formula I equal to K divided by M. We fill in the formula from the above answer. So I equal to 0.054 divided by 12 equal to 0.0045. For number of interest period, we use N equal to MT. M is a frequency of conversion equal to 12, and T is equal to year or time period, where is 25 years. So N is equal to 12 times 25 equal to 300.
So for the question B, from the above situation, calculate first the amount of the down payment for the bungalow. So as we know, the down payment of the bungalow is 20% from the price. So 0.2 times with 1,200,000 ringgit equal to, we will get 240,000 ringgit. Second, the amount of the loan that will be financed by the bank. So the amount of the loan is the balance after the down payment. So we will get 960,000 ringgit. For the third question, calculate the monthly installment of the bungalow. So as you know, the monthly installment is R, which means we will use the formula present value, which is formula A. So A here is 960,000 ringgit, T equal to 25, I equal to 0.0045, K equal to 0.054, and N equal to 300. So substitute all the value into the formula A, which is A equal to R in bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I power of negative N over I. So after we substitute the value, we will get R equal to 5,838 ringgit 5 cents. For the fourth question, the future value of the installments. The future value use the formula S equal to R in bracket 1 plus I power of n minus 1 over I. So we substitute all the value into the formula and we will get future value or S equal to 3,691,932 ringgit 62 cents. So for the question 5, calculate the total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Clive on October 2031 together with the outstanding arrears. To find the outstanding arrears, first we must identify the amount of months that Mr. Clive doesn't pay the loan. So, which is June to September equal to 4 months. So, this means N equal to 4 arrears plus the payment on the October. So, we will get N equal to 5. So, we substitute the N into the future value formula. S equal to R bracket 1 plus I power of N minus 1 over I. So after we substitute the N equal to 5, we will get S5 equal to 29,454 ringgit 18 cents. The total outstanding balance if Mr. Clive managed to settle the loan 5 months earlier than the expected time. To calculate the outstanding balance, first, the amount of years that needed to pay the loan is N equal to 300 months. However, after Mr. Clive managed to settle the loans 5 months earlier, which means paid N equal to 295 months. So unpaid is N equal to 300 minus 295 equal to 5. The 5 here is lump sum. So for the question, we use the formula A5, and we substitute the value N equal to 5. After that, we will get the value 28,800 ringgit 28 cents. So for question 7, the amount left from the inherited money. The total of the inherited money is 650,000 ringgit. So to calculate the amount left, we must minus the inherited money with the outstanding arrears, outstanding balance, and the down payment. So after we subtract all of that, we will get 351,000 to 745 ringgit 54 cents.
Question 2 is about Chapter 7, which is Trade and Cash Discounts. My friend and I are about to open a coffee and pastry cafe. After some thoughtful consideration, each one of us has agreed to contribute to 20,000 ringgit each. The journal entries for our transaction prior to the start of the business are listed as below. On the 1st August of 2022, we start the business with a contributed capital. On the 11th August, we purchased coffee machines worth of 45,000 ringgit with trade discounts of 15%, 10%, and 4%. On the 22nd August of 2022, we purchased coffee and pastry ingredients worth of 11,000 with trade discounts of 20% and 15%, and the cash discount terms of 5/10, 3/15, and N/30. The payment was made on August 28, 2022. On the 31st August, we purchased 7 sets of tableware worth of 2,500 ringgit each with a cash discount term of 4/8, 2/20, and N/33. The payment was made on the 14th September 2022 and a handling fee of 200 is also charged.
After a few years of success, sales have dropped. Because of the rise of home bakers, the demand for pastry had decreased. As a result, you and your friend are required to propose some cost-cutting measures, such as finding cheaper sources of pastry baking ingredients, particularly flour. As the first step, you gather the flour information from supplier and limitation from your company. The first supplier is Pastry Pro. The supplier offered no trade discount but had a cash discount term of 11%, 8/20, and N/30. A handling fee of 120 ringgit is charged. Your company is able to pay on an 8th day. The second supplier is Bake with Zen. The supplier offered 10% and 5% trade discount and cash discount term of 8/7, 4/12, and N/20. Your company is able to pay on the 20th day. The third supplier is to reply. The supplier offer 11% trade discount and transportation cost twice as much as Prestige Pro handling fee is charged. Let's move on to question B. Which supplier would we avoid if the company decide to buy 2,500 ringgit worth of high protein flour and 2,000 ringgit worth of plain flour? Justify your answer with appropriate calculation. Based on the information given, the list price is total amount of both plain flour and protein flour combined, which when total up will be 4,500 ringgit. Then we will count each of the net price of the three company. For the Prestige Pro company, we will get a cash discount of 11% because the payment was made on the 8th day of the cash discount term, and also a handling fee of 120 ringgit to pay by using the formula MP equal to L open bracket 1 minus CD close bracket plus HF. MP equal to 4,500 open bracket 1 minus 0.11 close bracket plus 120. MP will be equal to 4,125 ringgit. The second company is back with Ben. We will get a cash discount because the payment was made on 20th day of the cash discount by using the formula MP equal to L open bracket 1 minus D1 close bracket open bracket 1 minus D2 close bracket. MP will be equal to 4,500 open bracket 1 minus 0.1 close bracket open bracket 1 minus 0.05 close bracket. MP will be equal to RM 3,845 50 cent ringgit. The third company is to reply. We will get trade discount for 11% and transportation cost twice as much as Prestige Pro handling fee is charged by using the formula MP equal to L open bracket 1 minus D1 close bracket plus HF. MP will be equal to 4,500 open bracket 1 minus 0.11 close bracket plus 240. MP will be equal to RM 4,245 ringgit. With this calculation, we can conclude that the supplier that the company will avoid is Reply because they have the highest total payment of the pastry supply, which is RM 4,245 ringgit. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhana Binti Mohammad and my matrix number is 2022-84734. Today we presented to you Chapter 6 Annuity and Chapter 7 Trade and Cash Discount.
Hi, my name is Anisya Syuhada binti Mohammad Latif and my matric number is 2022465474.
Hi, my name is Haslinda binti Abdullah Abdul Manap and my normal matric is 2022627424.
Hi, my name is Gellcea, Orbida, and Engkiau. My matrix number is 2022821174.
What is annuity? Annuity is a series of periodic payment or deposit usually made in equal amount at equal intervals. Example of annuity are a monthly rental payment, insurance policy, housing loan payment, and annual dividends. The formula that we're gonna use on this chapter is Formula S and Formula A. Formula A is present value and Formula S is future value. This will be our question right now. Pause to read. Before we proceed, we need to highlight or jot down the important information that maybe we're gonna use to answer the question later.
And now we go to question A. From the situation, you are required to identify and specify the value for annual nominal rate. So, we can get The annual nominal rate from tax it is 3% or 0.03. Next, we go to second question. It is frequency of conversion. Frequency is the number of time interest is calculated in a year. That means M equal to 12.
Question 3. For interest rate for each interest period, or I is equal to 0.0025. Question 4. The number of interest period, or N, is equal to 360.
We will move to the next question of this chapter 6, which is question 1b. From the situation, we will calculate the amount of the down payment for the bungalow. The amount of the down payment for the bungalow is 15% of the bungalow price, which is 1 million ringgit, and we will get the down payment, which is 150,000 ringgit. For the second question, we will calculate the amount of loan that will be financed by the bank. The amount of loan that will be financed by the bank is the price of the bungalow minus the amount of the down payment, and we will get 850,000 ringgit. For the third question, we will calculate the monthly installment of the bungalow. For this question, we will use the present value of an annuity formula, which is include R as periodic payment, I as interest rate per interest period, N as the term of investment, and A as the present value of an annuity. From the formula, we will get the monthly installment of the bungalow, which is 3,583 ringgit and 63 cents.
For the fourth questions, we will calculate the future value of the installment. We use the future value of an ordinary annuity formula. The future value that we get is RM 2088313.38 cents. Next, for the fifth question, we will calculate the total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Edward on October 2021, together with the outstanding arrears. We use the same formula like in question 4, before which is the future value of an ordinary annuity formula, and the total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Edward is 21636.61 cents. Question 6. We will calculate the outstanding balance if Mr. Edward managed to settle the loan 3 months earlier than the expected time. We use the present value of an annuity formula for this question, and the total outstanding balance is RM 10697.66 cents. And for the last question for this chapter is, we will calculate the amount left from the inherited money. To find the balance, we will subtract the inherited money with the total of arrears plus outstanding balance plus down payment, and the balance is RM 267666.03.
I'm gonna explain chapter 7, which is trade and cash discount. Trade discount is the amount by which a manufacturer reduces the retail price of a product when it sells to a reseller rather than to the end customer. Some of the wholesaler and manufacturer issue catalog describing the products they sell, which include this price. Also, the price that the retailer pay after reduction in prices are called the net price. The difference between the list price and the net price is called trade discount amount. Next, cash discount are credit or discount applied to an invoice or bill which are paid within a specified period of time. It is often listed under the heading term on a bill or invoice. The purpose of cash discount is to shorten the length of time the seller must wait to collect the amount due.
Question 2 is about chapter 7. For question A, referring to the general entry transaction, the contribute money is 80,000 ringgit, which is 20,000 ringgit divided by 4.
Next, let's find out the net price of the coffee machine. The formula for the net price is NP equal to L in bracket 1 minus D1 in bracket 1 minus D2 in bracket 1 minus D3. D1, D2 and D3 is referring to the offered trade discount. Write the formula first to make it easy for recognize the number. NP equal to 35,000 ringgit in bracket 1 minus 0.13 in bracket 1 minus 0.1 in bracket 1 minus 0.04. The answer for the net price of coffee machine is 26,308 ringgit 80 cent. Next, the net price for coffee and pastry ingredient is NP equal to 10,000 in bracket 1 minus 0.18 in bracket 1 minus 0.09 in bracket 1 minus 0.03. The answer is 7,238 ringgit 14 cent. From 31st August 2022 till 5th September 2022, the total days is 40 days, so they will get 3% of cash discount.
Next, 4 set of tableware. So we need to find L first. That means 2,500 times 4 equal to 10,000. It is because 2,500 is the price for one set of tableware. And then, to find out how many percent of the CD we get, we have to find out how many days we have to make the payments. That means we have to count from 31 August to 14 September how many days. So, 31 August minus 31 equals to 0. And in September, we only have up to 14 days of the month. So, 0 plus 14 equal to 14 days. That means we will get 2% CD. 2% is for day 9 until day 20 from involved days. Then, from tax, we know a heading fee is 150 ringgit. So, NP is 10,000 minus 150 open bracket 1 minus 0.02 close bracket plus 150 ringgit equal to 9,803 ringgit. So, the balance of capital is 80,000 ringgit minus 26,308 ringgit 0.8 cent minus 7,238 ringgit 0.14 cent minus 9,803 ringgit equal to 36,650 ringgit 0.6 cents.
We will move to the next question of this chapter 7, which is question 2b. The question is, which supplier would you avoid if the company decide to buy 2,000 ringgit worth of high protein flour and 1,700 ringgit worth of plain flour? Justify your answer with appropriate calculation. From the question, we know that the budget of the company is 3,700 ringgit. So, we will calculate the net price of each supplier to know which supplier would the company avoid. The first supplier is Pastry Pros. The supplier offers no trade discounts but had a cash discount term of 11 per 10, 8 per 20 and N per 30 with a handling fee of 140 ringgit is charged. The company is able to pay on the 9th day and get 11% of cash discount. The net price of the supplier is 3,308 ringgit and 40 cent. The second supplier is Bake with Zain. The supplier offers 10% and 6% trade discount and cash discount term of Act per 7, 4 per 12 and N per 20. The company is able to pay on the 11th day and get 4% of cash discount. The net price of the supplier is 3,004 ringgit and 99 cent. The last suppliers is 3ply. The supplier offers a 13% trade discount and transportation cost twice as much as Pastry Pro's handling fee is charged, which is 280 ringgit. The net price of the supplier is 3,255 ringgit and 40 cent. Based on the net price calculation of each supplier, the company will avoid Pastry Pros because it gave higher net price from other supplier.
Salam Sejahtera and good evening. Today we are from Group 3 from class AM1101C. We're presenting about some questions from the topic annuity and trade and cash discount. Hi, my name is Angelina. I'll be answering question 1A for chapter 6. So I will read the question. From the above situation, you are required to identify and specify the value for annual nominal rate. The answer is K equals to 3.6%, or it also can be set as 0.036. Frequency of conventions. The answer is M equals to 12 compounded monthly. Interest rate for each interest period. The answer is I equals to K over M. I equals to 0.036 over 12. Lastly, number of interest period. The answer is N equals to MT. N equals to 12, open bracket 26, close bracket. The answer is 316.
Hi, my name is Noor. I'm from class AM1101C. My matrix number is 2022460192. So I will be presenting chapter 6, which is annuity. Question B, number 1. The question is the amount of the down payment for the bungalow. So the down payment is 0.3 multiplied by 500,000 equals to RM 150,000. Question B, number 2. The amount of loan that will be financed by the bank. So the amount of loan is 890,500 minus 150,000 equals to 740,500. Question B, number 3. The question is the monthly installment of the bungalow. So the monthly installment, we use formula A equals to R, open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I, close bracket, power of derivative N divided by I, close bracket. So 740,500 equals to R, open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.003, close bracket, power of 312 divided by 0.003, close bracket. So R equals to RM 3658.26. Question B, number 4. The question is the future value of the installments. So the future value, we use formula S equals to R, open bracket 1 plus I, close bracket, power of N minus 1 divided by I, close bracket. So S equals to 3658.26, open bracket 1 plus 0.003, close bracket, power of 312 minus 1 divided by 0.003, close bracket. So S equals to RM 1,855,457.11. Question B, number 5. The total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Shen on June 2021, together with the outstanding areas. So N equals to 3 months, which is the areas, plus payment on June 2021 equals to 4 months. So N equals to 4. We use formula S equals to R, open bracket 1 plus I, close bracket, power of N minus 1 divided by I, close bracket. So S equals to 3,658.26, close, open bracket, 1 plus 0.003, power of 4 minus 1 divided by 0.003, close bracket. So S equals to RM 40,619.99.02. Question B, number 6. The total outstanding balance if Mr. Shen managed to settle the loan 2 months earlier than the expected time. So we use formula A equals to R, open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.003, close bracket, power of negative 2 divided by 0.003. So A equals to 3,658.26, open bracket 1 minus 1, open bracket 1 plus 0.003, close bracket, power of negative 2 divided by 0.003. So the answer is A equals to RM7283.7. Question B, number 7, the amount left from the inherited money. So RM 50,000 minus RM 150,000 equals to 350,000 minus outstanding areas minus outstanding loan. So 350,000 minus 14,699.02 minus 7,283.73. So the answer is RM 328,070.25.
So in chapter 7, we will learn about trade and cash discount. So what is trade and cash discount? Trade discounts mean consumer obtain goods from retailer who, in turn, buy goods from wholesaler, manufacturer of other retailer. These are some of the situations that involve trade discount. Firstly is some of wholesaler and manufacturer issue catalog describing the products they sell which include list price of the products. Second is the price that retailer pay after reduction in price are called the net price.
This is question 2 for chapter 7, trade and cash discount. The situation given in this question are needed for you to solve the question A and B on the next slide. You can find the information here for you to solve the question later. So content field information for you to solve the question given.
The third day, that we set discount 1 equal to 0.2, discount 2 equal to 0.14, CD equal to 8/7, 8/20, and n/20. The 10 day, 3 play, discount 1 equal to 0.12, and the link fee equal to RM 108 times 2 equal to RM 260. Contribute equal to RM 20,000 times 4 members equal to RM 80,000. Coffee RM 33,000. Discount 1 equal to 0.16. Discount 2 equal to 0.12. D3 discount 3 equal to 0.06. Coffee and pastry equal to RM 20,000. Discount 1 equal to 0.12. Discount 2 equal to 0.06. CD equal to 5/10, 3/50, n/30. Set table. Question 2A. From the journal entry transactions, calculate the balance of your capital. First of all, we should find contribute capital. RM 20,000 times 4 equal to 80,000 ringgit. We should find the net payment. To find the net payment, we can use the formula CP times 1 minus D1 times 1 minus D2 times 1 minus D3. So we already have the cash purchase, which is 33,000 ringgit. The discount 1, 0.16. Discount 2, 0.12. Discount 3, 0.06. 33,000 times 1 minus 0.16 times 1 minus 0.12 times 1 minus 0.06. And the answer is RM 22,929.98 cents. Secondly, we have to find the net payment for 22 August. For this formula, we can use the LP times 1 minus D1 times 1 minus D2. 12,000 times 1 minus 0.12 times 1 minus 0.06. And the answer is RM 9,926 ringgit 40 cents. Thirdly, we have to find the net payment for 31st August. To find the net payment for 31st August, we should use the formula LP times 1 minus D times 1 minus CD plus the other payment. 7,500 times 1 minus 0.02 times 1 minus 0.02. And don't forget to plus it with 165 ringgit. And the answer is 1,241 ringgit. After that, we have to plus all the net payment. After we plus it, we get it. The total is 45,271 ringgit and 38 cents. And lastly, we have to find the balance of the capitals. To find it, we have to minus the 80,000 minus 45,271 ringgit 38 cents. And the final answer is RM 34,228 and 72 cents.
Now we will look for question B. Which supplier would you avoid if the company decide to buy 2,700 ringgit worth of high protein flour and 1,200 ringgit worth of plain flour? Justify your answer with appropriate calculation. So the total list price is 2,700 ringgit plus 1,200 ringgit equal to 3,900 ringgit. For the first supplier, that is pastry pros,
The formula for net payment is LP, open bracket 1 minus D, close bracket, open bracket 1 minus CD, close bracket, plus other charges. This means 3,900 ringgit, open bracket 1 minus 0.11 close bracket, plus 108 ringgit, equal to 3,579 ringgit. Second supplier is back within. The formula for the net payment. Second supplier is back within. The formula for the net payment is LP, open bracket 1 minus D, close bracket, open bracket 1 minus CD, close bracket, plus other charges. So, 3,900 ringgit, open bracket 1 minus 0.2, close bracket, open bracket 1 minus 0.14, close bracket, open bracket 1 minus 0.04, close bracket, plus 0, equal to 2,575 ringgit 87 cent. Back within did not have any other charges, that's why other charges is 0 ringgit. The lastly is 3 ply. Formula for the net payment is LP, open bracket 1 minus D, close bracket, plus other charges. So, 3,900 ringgit, open bracket 1 minus 0.15, close bracket, plus RM 260 ringgit, equal to 3,500, equal to 3,531 ringgit. So we decided to choose back within because the net payment is most cheapest than the other supplier.
For question A1, annual nominal rate value of K is equals to 6.6%. Frequency of conversion value of M is equals to 12 because it's that in the situation that compounded monthly. The next one, interest rate for each interest period based on the formula I equals to K over M. So we need to convert value of K first. 6.6 over 100 equals to 0.066. So I equals to 0.066 over 12 equals to 0.0055 times by 100, which equals to 0.55%. Number of interest period based on the formula N equals to M times T. So N equals to 12 times by 35 because it's that in this situation that 35 years. So N equals to 420. For question B1, the amount of the down payment for the bungalow value of TP is equals to 25 over 100 because it's that in this situation that 25% of down payment times by 1,100,000 ringgit, which equals to 275,000 ringgit. The amount of loan that will be financed by the bank, 1,100,000 ringgit, we minus by the value just now, 275,000 ringgit, which equals to 825,000 ringgit. Next one, the monthly installment of the bungalow. We need to apply this formula. So we just substitute the value we get just now. So the value of A is 825,000 ringgit equals to R because we need to find the value of R. So for value of I, it is 0.0055 and the value of R will be 5,041.06 ringgit.
The future value of the installment. In this question, we are going to use this formula. We already got the answer for R in the previous question, so S equal to 5,041.6 cent in bracket 1 plus 0.0055 to the power of 420 minus 1 divided by 0.0055 close bracket. So the amount for S is 8,258,962 ringgit 85 cent. So For the next question, the total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Richardson on December 2021 together with the outstanding arrears. Where do we get N? N equal to 4 plus payment in December equal to 5. This question, we are going to use the same formula from the previous question. S equal to 5,041 ringgit and 6 cent open bracket 1 plus 0.0055 to the power of 5 minus 1 close bracket divided by 0.0055. So, the answer for this question is 25,484 ringgit 9 cent. Proceed to the next question. The total outstanding balance if Mr. Richardson managed to settle the loan 4 months earlier than the expected time. Based on this question, we can identify that N equal to 4 months. In this question, going to use the same formula in question B3. A equal to 5,041 ringgit 6 cent open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.0055 close bracket to the power of minus 4 divided by 0.0055. So, the answer is 19,890. The last question is the amount left from the inherited money. Amount inherited minus down payment minus arrears minus outstanding balance. 700,000 minus 275,000 minus 25,484 ringgit 9 cent minus 19,890 equal to 379,625 ringgit 91 cent.
Question 2a. From the journal entry transaction, calculate the balance of your capital. 1st August, total amount of our contribution capital is 20,000 ringgit multiplied by 4 because our group have 4 members equal to 80,000 ringgit. August 11, we use formula L multiply 1 minus D1 multiply 1 minus D2 multiply 1 minus D3. That's mean 35,000 ringgit multiply 1 minus 0.16 multiply 1 minus 0.07 multiply 1 minus 0.03 equal to 20,000 ringgit 521 ringgit 74 cents. August 22. August have 31 days. That's mean 31 minus 22 equal to 9. We made payment on September 4. 9 plus 4 is 13 days. Then get 3% cash discount. We use formula L multiply 1 minus D1 multiply 1 minus D2 multiply 1 minus CD. That's mean 14,500 ringgit multiply 1 minus 0.15 multiply 1 minus 0.04 multiply 1 minus 0.03 equal to 11,477 ringgit 4 cents. August 31, like we know, August have 31 days. That's mean 31 minus 31 is 0 days. We made payment on September 14. That's mean we get 2% cash discount. So we use formula L multiply 1 minus CD plus handling fee. So that's mean 2,500 multiply 8 multiply 1 minus 0.02 plus 100 ringgit equal to 19,700 ringgit. So the total balance of capital is capital minus total spending. That means 80,000 ringgit minus 57,698 ringgit 78 cents equal to 22,301 ringgit 22 cents.
B. Which supplier would you avoid if the company decides to buy 2,200 worth of high-protein flour and 950 ringgit worth of plain flour? Justify your answer with appropriate calculations. Based on the understanding of this question, we are required to find the total payment of each supplier and compare the answer. The highest value achieved will be the answer. The total or base price of both ingredients is 3,150 ringgit. Starting with pastry pros. There are no trade discounts given, but cash discount terms only, which is as shown. The handling fee is amounted to 140 ringgit.
Since it is paid on the 6th day, which is within the 10 days from the invoice date, it means the company gets 11% of cash discount. To find the total payment, the formula used is NP, which is equivalent to the list price, and multiply it to 1 minus cash discount, or CD, plus the handling fee represented with hash. Substitute the terms with value and calculate. The calculated total payment that we get is 2,917 ringgit and 50 cents. Next supplier backed with Zen. This supplier offers 16% and 6% of trade discounts represented by D1 and D2 respectively, and the cash discount terms is shown. The company is able to pay on the 13th day, which is 13 days after the invoice date, thus no cash discount is given. The total payment is calculated with the formula list price L multiply 1 minus D1 multiply 1 minus D2. Substitute the terms with value and calculate. The total payment is 2,487 ringgit and 24 cents. Last supplier, 3ply, that offers a 23% trade discounts and transportation costs twice as much as Pastry Pro's handling fee is charged. This makes the transportation cost equal to 228 ringgit after multiplying 114 ringgit by 2. The formula used is L multiply 1 minus D plus transportation costs represented in TC. Substitute terms with value and the total payment is 2,653 ringgit and 50 cents. Now, let's compare and make a conclusion for our answer. Thus, I will avoid supplier Puteri Pros as the total payment is the highest amount, which is 2,970 ringgit and 50 cents compared to the other two suppliers.
Chapter 6. Annuity. Annuity is a series of periodic payments of deposits usually made in equal amount at equal intervals of time. Question 1.
B1. The amount of down payment for the bungalow. DP equal to 20% times RM 965,000 equal to 0.2 times 965,000. DP equal to RM 193,000. B2. The amount of loan that will be financed by the bank. RM 965,000 minus RM 193,000 equal to RM 772,000. B3. The monthly installment of the bungalow. R. A equal to R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus K over M close bracket power negative M times T over K over M close bracket. 772,000 equals to R open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 1 over 200 close bracket power negative 360 over 1 over 200 close bracket. 772,000 equals to R open bracket 0.833958072 over 1 over 200 close bracket. R equal to 772,000 over 166.7916144. R equal to RM 4,628.53. The future value of installment S equal to R open bracket 1 plus I close bracket power N minus 1 over I close bracket S equal to 4628.53 open bracket 1 plus 1 over 200 close bracket power 360 minus 1 over 1 over 200 close bracket S equal to 4628.53 open bracket 1004.515042 close bracket S equal to RM 4,649,428.01.
The total amount that needed to be paid by Mr. Allen on September 2021, together with the outstanding areas, we have to use the outstanding areas formula, which we have to find the value of S, which is sum. In order to get the sum, we have to calculate the R value based on the outstanding areas formula. We have to calculate every number carefully to avoid any mistake to be made. In this question, we have to use the outstanding loan formula in order to get the balance if Mr. Allen managed to pay 4 months earlier than the expected time. After we get the value of the loan, we minus the future value of installment with the amount that we got from our previous calculation to get the total of Mr. Allen's outstanding balance amount. The answer of this question is 110,122 ringgit 71 cent. Last question. In order to calculate the amount left from Mr. Allen's inherited money, we have to minus the amount of Mr. Allen's inherited money with the down payment that we got from our earlier calculation, and then we minus it with the total of outstanding balance. Then we got 296,877 ringgit 30 cent.
So, I'm going to explain what is trade and cash discount. Trade discount is a reduction amount from the list price of the goods which the trader allows the customer at a given rate, while cash discount refers to a discount that a seller offers to a buyer in return for paying a bill before the maturity of the due date. So this is our question, number 7. So this is our journal entries for 2022. Okay. So this is our question for question number 7. A. From the journal entry transactions, calculate the balance of your capital. B. Which supplier would you avoid if the company decides to buy RM 2,550 ringgit worth of high protein flour and RM 1,800 ringgit worth of plain flour? Just justify your answer with appropriate calculations. Okay. So this is list of formula in chapter 7. For question 7a, this is our solution. First step, each person must contribute 20,000 ringgit. Since we have 5 members in our group, so we have agreed to contribute 20,000 ringgit per members. And the total for our budget will be 100,000 ringgit. The last one is to calculate the balance of the capital. The formula that we can use is budget minus our transaction that has been made for the entire month of August. So 100,000 ringgit, which is our budget, minus the transaction that has been made on 1st August, minus the transaction that has been made on 22nd August, and minus the transaction that has been made on 31st of August. So the total amount of the balance of our capital is $49,000, 872 ringgit and 8 cents. However, after a few years of success, sales have dropped. Because of the rise of home bakers, the demand for pastries has decreased. As a result, you and me and my friends are required to propose some cost-cutting measures, such as finding cheaper sources of pastry baking ingredients, particularly flour. As a first step, you gather the following information from suppliers and limitations from your company. So our company has received 3 offers from 3 different suppliers, which is Pastry Pros, Bake with Zen, and 3ply. So the question for 7B is, which supplier will you avoid if the company decides to buy RM2,550 worth of high protein flour and RM1,800 worth of plain flour? Justify your answer with appropriate calculations. So the first step for this question, which is 7B, we need to calculate the total price of ingredients that our company has decided. So 2,550 ringgit plus 1,800 ringgit, the total will be 4,350 ringgit. So we need to calculate offer being offered by those 3 companies. For 3ply, they offer trade discount of 13% and handling fee that they charge is RM200 ringgit. So we have our final answer, which is 3,984 ringgit and 50 cents. Meanwhile, for Bake with Zen, they offer trade discount of 10% and 7%. And they also offer cash discount, which is 8% if we pay before 7 days, 4% if we pay before 12 days, and no discount will be given if we pay after 20 days. So our company be able to pay on the 8th day. So after calculation has been made, Bake with Zen offer, the final offer for suppliers with Bake with Zen is 3,495 ringgit and 31 cents. Meanwhile, for Pastry Pros, they offer cash discount of 11% if we pay before 10 days, 8% if we pay before 20 days, and no discount will be given if we pay after 20 days. They also charge handling fee of 100 ringgit. In the end, we will be able to pay on the 9th day. So after calculation has been made, Pastry Pros comes with 3,971 ringgit and 50 cents. After taking a consideration, our company has decided to decline offer being offered by Pastry Pros since it has higher costs than others. And we have come to an end. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.